What is going on, guys? Today we have got the rating predictions for the top 10 players in FIFA 20. So I wanted to do this a couple of days ago, but a few different videos got in the way. And just to point out that all of the cards I've already pre-done before any ratings or spoilers or what have you was leaked in Spain or EA people, whatever you want to call them. Personally, I think there's a bit of everything. I totally get the fact that obviously EA employees will get a green disc. So it's basically finished, but it's not fully done. It's not reproducible, if you can say that word. So I get that. Like, obviously with the Xbox, it automatically updates, all of that. I haven't seen any gameplay. I've seen a few different snapshots of packs, some clubs. I've seen a little bit of SBCs, but no games, nothing like this. Nothing really. No one is showing the full game as it is. So that just leads me to believe that it's not officially out yet. But obviously there could be people who keep it under wraps. They don't want to be caught out with this or really get their account either banned or whatever, even though obviously it's not their fault. Obviously if it was a store as such that kind of just gave it out or sold it before the release, then it's completely them to blame. So anyway, that being said, all of these ratings are completely against everything of that. There, for me, are just basically rumors. They may be official, they may not be official. So we're going to kick into it. The first one we're going to do, so the first one we are going to do is number 10, and that is going to be 89 Griezmann. So already you're thinking, how many 90s or 90 pluses can there be? Personally, I've gone with a couple of different choices when it comes to 89s and then going up to 90s. And I will say this straight away, Mbappe for me is going to be an 89. I know he's leaked as a 90, but for me, I think putting him that high up already, I'd like to see him grind for that. I'd like to see it go up rather than just give him straight a 90, even though he definitely deserves very close to that. For me, I think 89 would be perfect for him. He's had a good season. He's had a good World Cup, obviously. I'd like to see 89, and then more than likely he'll work his way up to a 95 or a 98, whatever you, by the end of the year. I can see that. But Griezmann, for me, hasn't done a hell of a lot at Atletico Madrid. He has scored quite a few. I reckon for me he's maintained his rating, plus then does get his one to watch for Barcelona, which is going to be a very sought after card. Definitely to get straight away. Then we move over to number 9, and it's going to be a 90 De Gea. Again, I have seen that he is leaked or is officially 89. For me, I don't know. I just don't think that. Yes, he's had a bad run at the end of the season last season, and as the team in general has started off a little bit sloppy this season. Obviously, this season's really taken out of it because obviously the game's ratings would have already been done by then. Last season, I don't think he came down 2 ratings. Yes, he didn't have the season he's had for quite a few seasons in a row in comparison to obviously how Man U have been playing. He's been pretty much single-handedly saving us anyway. For me, I think an 89 is a bit harsh. Obviously, I will say this being a Man U fan, so that's fair enough that if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd go Salah should be like a 90-91, whereas that may or may not be true. For me, 90 De Gea is definitely where he should go. 89, I can see. I think he'd be a very high 89 in my opinion. I don't think he'd be a low 89. But obviously that is all rumoured for opinions based, really. Then next up, we've got the 90 Suarez. I think really he's not done as much as what I kind of expected from him. And to be honest, again, I think if De Gea can go down to an 89, I think he's probably done a little bit more with Barcelona than De Gea has, especially towards the back end of the season for De Gea. I think Suarez is going to be that cheeky 90 rated card and take away that extra 1. Then we move over to a big upgrade, and to be honest, you've got to give him his respect. Van Dijk had a phenomenal season last season, and coming from a Man U fan, that is horrible to see, but he is probably one of the best defenders in the world right now, and he is sitting absolutely tall on top of that crown. To be honest, I could even see him getting a 91. For me, I thought a 90 would do him justice, and then obviously we can see him grow as the season continues. But 90 definitely, I think that is a very minimum for that rating of him. But we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a fantastic defender. Probably, again, one of the meta defenders to have in your team. So more than likely, I will be having him at some point in my team again. Then we move over to the 91 Hazard. Again, like Griezmann, I think he didn't really do a hell of a lot in Chelsea. I think this is a fresh start for him. He did okay. I think he maintained, maybe even just get that 90. But 91 I've gone for, as well as then obviously having his 91 one-to-watch card for Real Madrid. I think, again, another player that's going to be huge to get for that one to watch. Then we move over to 91 Kevin De Bruyne. He's had a phenomenal season. Man City as a whole have had a brilliant season. Obviously winning the league. Unfortunately, they didn't make the cup run for the Champions League, but I still think he's had a phenomenal season. And again, 91 is probably his rating for me. I can't see him dropping. I really can't see him going anywhere. I think 91 is a justified rating for him. So again, another fantastic card. Last season especially on FIFA, not the most usable card. I think his Footmas was actually somewhat okay. And I think his Team of the Year was relatively nice. But as a gold star, or a gold card in fact, I don't think it was as sought after as most of the other gold cards at that sort of tier. Then we go over to 91 Modric. This one I've had a little bit of a thought with. I was unsure. He got obviously the Ballon d'Or last year, being a 99. I thought, is he going to go up to a 92, a 93? But then you kind of put that on a pedestal right there. That's fantastic. But then, do you recommend that he goes up from a 91 to a 92, 93? With the season that Real Madrid have, they struggled all season long, and I just don't think that they'll rate him up at least one or two more. I think 91 is going to be his rating, if anything. And again, it's a nice card, don't get me wrong. Another one that, to be honest, wasn't that meta in the game. So personally, I only ever used his Team of the Year once. And half of that, to be honest, I used it a couple of times in draft, and then obviously I think I bought him for a very short period over a weekend, and to be honest, I just really couldn't get along with it too much, especially with how much it actually was. I thought I'm better off using them coins in somewhere else. Then we move over to the top three players. This is where it is happening. The first one, the top three, is obviously going to be Neymar, 91 rated. You may be thinking, well, hold on a second, where's his 92? 93? What's going on? For me, I don't think he's done enough. I think, if anyone, Mbappe's done more. Obviously, being the youngster on the block, absolutely outshowing Neymar how to do it. He didn't score as many goals as he did last season. I think he got four or three goals less, and then like 10 assists less as well in the season. For me, that's not good enough to maintain that 92. He is a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, he deserves everything he gets, but I just don't think that he deserves that 92 in this PSG squad with that sort of goals to assist ratio. For me, 91 is where he's going to be at. I have seen that more than likely he will be a 92 again, but that's for me, I'm saying that I predict him as a 91. Then we move over to the big beast, the final two. I'm going to put them both on a screen at the same time, as to be honest, they're going to be the same rating again. For me, I don't see them moving at all. Both of them, again, have had phenomenal seasons. Messi and Ronaldo both being a 94. I just don't see them dropping. If anything, I could see EA dropping them both and dropping everyone else in a line as such, to basically lower down their ratings. The fact that when they hit a 94, like they've been 94 last year, I think they both had two of one rating card. They both managed to get to like 97 or 98 informs. Then both managed to get, I think, 299 cards. Obviously, Messi got Messi got 3, in fact. Did Ronaldo get 3? I think Ronaldo got 2, I want to say, his Team of the Year and his Team of the Season. Messi got his Team of the Knockout stage in the Champions League, his Team of the Year, and then the Team of the Season. So, for me, I just think lowering them down a little bit, starting that bar, that one less, just means that they can't get to 99 as quick as they do. To be honest, they normally have to do extraordinary things to get their informed in compared to some other people. Like, they have to make sure that they get that hat trick. One goal is just not enough for them to have an informed, just because the style of players they are. They're going to get hat tricks, braces. insane goals. They're gonna just eventually do that throughout the season. That's just naturally what they do on an every week basis, to be honest, or even every month they have an incredible game. That is just how these two go. So I think for me, they're both going to be 94. If anything, I would say they're going to be 93 if they were smart to bring them down. But that's open for speculation. I think if anything, they are going to be the same. Even if Ronaldo did kind of go over to Pez and be the cover guy, I can't see them snubbing him for that. I think that's just business. Whoever pays the most money basically gets him. That's just what it is. But they're my top 10. So a question to you, what is your top 3 players? Obviously, Ronaldo and Messi are going to be up there. Do you think Neymar deserves to be in that third spot, or do you think someone's overtook him? Let me know down below what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe and with the bell button on just to get posted whenever I do a video. And apart from that, I'll see you all for the next one.